How's it going, everybody, and welcome back to another video on the All Things Boost YouTube channel. We're going to go ahead and take care of a couple of maintenance items. Just kind of get ready to go for later on down the week. We're planning on drag racing maybe once or twice, meeting up with a buddy down in North Carolina, and some other stuff. I don't know how much that'll be in this video, but we will definitely get there in the near future. So if you guys saw a while ago, I installed the stock mufflers back in the car, tried out the putting on some new exhaust tips, and it came out pretty nice. But ever since then, I've been looking at maybe doing cutouts or doing some kind of way to get, I do want the loud. So I like the stock sound a lot, actually, but it doesn't really show up that great on camera. And when this car is primarily a YouTube car, I want it to sound good. And so yeah, I wasn't a huge fan there. And then just going wide open throttle has kind of a tinny sound, so I'm not really a huge fan of that either. So it is fun. I don't think we're going to get rid of the stock exhaust by any means, but the Corsas have returned. So we got the new Corsa Sport. It should get rid of our buzzsaw sound, because I think I broke something or other in them. So if that kind of becomes a repetitive thing, we'll see. But my main reason for going back is I didn't have any complaints for the 2 years I had them. And I seen them with stock exhaust. I'm like, man, what if we do cutouts? What if we do other stuff? I was like, never mind. If it was good enough for 2 years and I didn't feel a need or want to change anything, probably it's the right one for me. And we're going to go back to it and just be happy, live a good life. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get after it. So I got the car backed up on the ramps. We did put new exhaust tips on, as you guys saw last video, and they look great. I'm really happy with the exhaust tips we get after the new exhaust and everything. Looks pretty sick. But these are Corsa Sports. So this one's new. That one is 2 years old, and it was used when I got it. I don't know how long it's been out since then. And this is the replacement one we got for the driver's side. And something about the design, it just wasn't happy. So yeah, and these things I truly think are the perfect muffler. May wind up doing a resonator at some point in the future if you want to tone it down, but I really love these things. Basically, it's straight through design, so there's no obstructions in the pipe, and then it has a couple holes in the pipe with the resonators and all that stuff to keep everything happy. So pretty stoked with that. So that's our new driver's side. There's a new passenger side that we're going to put back on, and then that's the old one, which I haven't figured out what to do with that thing yet. We'll see. I may try cutting it open, who knows. But without further ado, to get it on, I'm not going to bore you guys with a walkthrough of it, but basically under here you get, just dripping out some water. So you have two clamps, one on either side, and on my car I'm able to push the clamp up, or push the over axle pipe up, get it disconnected, and these things swing out and slide off the two exhaust clamps. So as you guys can see, the tack welds are at, pretty nice. It actually worked out fairly well, looks wise and everything. And if you're in the market for a stock look or stock sound muffler, which with cams I think is pretty awesome, with free flowing everywhere else and long tubes, definitely the way to go. But like I said, on YouTube it just doesn't sound the greatest. I'll start it up for you real quick so you can get an idea of what I'm talking about. All right, let's give ourselves a nice little cold start. Well, not super cold, but cool start. Been driving a little bit around. In person, I think they sound pretty good, but they just have a bit of maybe tinniness isn't the right word, but it sounds almost a little tinny on camera, especially. Yeah, so that's our before, and we're going to go and cut to the Corsas after we get those things installed. So let's go do that. They're back. Pretty excited. It's nice to have everything back. I do like the angles of the Corsas quite a bit better. They fit the contour of the car a lot more than the aftermarket ones. Well, they're both aftermarket, but you know what I mean. They other tips. Hell yeah. Go and fire this thing up, see what it sounds like. Hell yeah. Yeah, that's just right. That's how it should sound. I'm pretty stoked with that. So I'm gonna go ahead and show you a couple other things I did real quick while we're off camera, and figure out what we're doing next today. So underneath the hood, sorry about the weird lighting. Sun's out and it's pretty warm today, but noticed a couple things. So I ordered a new idler pulley, which will replace in a couple days here. That one shows up, this one, and the other idler pulley. These are both in the thin belt, where that one's like super loose and the other one's almost like too stiff. So got new pulleys that should be showing up any day now. I have been running the 2.6, so kind of gave up on the 2.8. The 2.6 with the new cooling system and pump gas has been good to go. No detonation weird issues, making about 17 PSI. And yeah, it feels great. Car's pulling strong, and IATs recover super fast, and they stay very reasonable, around 120-ish at watt with no ice or anything like that, and pretty happy with that. So I'll get some data logs in the future, but for right now, yeah, she's doing great. And the other thing is, notice we've got a green belt back on here. So I had I think it was an AC Delco 10 rib belt on there, and I'd forgotten that the reason I went to the green belt last time was because the black belts for me, at least the cheaper ones, the AC Delcos, the Gates, well, that's a Gates, but some of them anyway were wearing out on me a little bit quick. So it basically start getting a belt squeak. I don't know what about the material was not happy, but I start getting a squeak on it. So I went ahead and went back to the Gates green, got an 84-inch, and it seems to be fitting perfect. Everything's nice and happy. And yeah, 2.6, pulling good, nice and quiet. So we're good to go. So I'm gonna go figure out what else to do today, but for right now, I mean, yeah, car's back in order. Once you get our new pulleys in, we should be good to go there. And yeah, I think we're in good shape. All right, something else I'd forgotten about that I actually addressed. So you'll notice there's no little nipple right here. So I replaced the vent that was on the ice tank, because I was noticing every time I'd stop driving, I'd see bubbles come around this thing, indicating that the water was heating up, expanding, and it wasn't actually venting out of what was stock. So went ahead and put in it's actually a PCV valve of all things. Drilled the hole bigger, was able to thread it in, and then it fits over top. You can kind of see like some of the water damage that was happening. On this piece, thankfully this is waterproof and there's holes right there leaking out, but yeah, I lost like over a gallon of water probably in over the course of just driving it daily. So not ideal. Now I was pushing out of the old vent, it was pushing out of there, just kind of making a mess. So I went ahead and installed the PCV valve, and my thought process is it's tall enough that any water that does splash up shouldn't be able to get all the way out. It does have a little check ball in there that allows water to go both ways, but kind of keeps splashes down. And then I got a little generic filter thing just to pop on top from Amazon, and that'll keep everything, hopefully, if anything does splash up, it'll catch in here and evaporate and won't have any weird issues. So just a quick little ice tank update. Other than that, it's been working great. So CWA 400, good to go. My wiring job hasn't blown up, so we're good to go there. And everything else seems to be in decent shape. But just a quick little update with the ice tank and all that stuff. Everything else seems to be good to go. All right, so it's been a couple days and we got a couple more parts in. So we got two new pulleys we're about to install, just because they're feeling, one was like super loose, one was too tight, so we'll get to that in a second. And then the Corsa muffler did not fix the issue, so I think I actually ruined the driver's side again, or sorry, passenger side somehow. So I had to take a video of that and try and get the sound on camera, because I got to send it to Corsa for a warranty. It's super frustrating. So I was looking at how they're set up. Basically, have a pipe that runs straight through and a single offset that shoots down, and there's a screen wellet on the end. And I suspect that perforated metal or screen broke a tack weld or two, and I was able to rattle around at certain RPMs. So very frustrating, but I'm gonna go ahead and try and get a video of that. So let's go ahead and replace these pulleys real quick. So got these off Rock Auto for a couple bucks. So this is the Gates part number for this one. This idler goes right there. And this is a SKP brand. That's the part number for that belt idler, and that one goes right back in the bottom corner down there. You might be able to see that one back there. So both of those need to come off and get replaced, as I was saying. So we're gonna go ahead and knock that out. 10 mils to pull this guy off, get out of the way, and then we'll go ahead and get the other two guys off next. Shouldn't be too bad. All right, so quite a bit of belt dust in here. Definitely seen better days, but this one is just super tight. It does not want to spin very freely. And this one is just too loose. There's a visible wear back and forth, so it is what it is each day. But 56,000 miles, and I think these two stock ones are they just had it. So belt's back on, good to go. Now let's figure out this exhaust thing. Alrighty, well, we went ahead and got our Corsa video sent in. We'll see if that gets sorted out. Honestly, man, I'm still torn on this whole thing with the Corsa and the stocks. I kind of like the stock exhaust, so we'll see about that. But anyway, so as you can see, the car's loaded up in the trailer. We're trying to go drag racing tonight, but it's supposed to rain in about an hour, and it's gonna absolutely swamp the rest of the day, so that kind of sucks. So it is what it is. But I don't know if you guys remember when we raced Reaper's EL1 probably about, I don't know, 4 years ago. Well, headed down to North Carolina. We're still friends, and go hang out at his place, and we'll get a chance to rerun the cars. We'll see how this goes. But yeah, it'll be a good time. Tune's dialed in, everything else is dialed in, and see what happens. But without further ado, that's gonna go and do it for this video. Sorry for, I don't know, kind of boring video in all honesty. I wasn't a huge fan of it, but it is what it is. We got some maintenance stuff knocking it out, messing with the exhaust a little bit, and all in all, it's pretty much done. So thanks for watching, guys, and I will see you in the next video. Take it easy.